let's do, yeah, Swanamick here. Now, I've been here before. It's a little area called Wilson's Downfall. In amongst trees here. Now, Wilson's Downfall is only an area. There's a story of Wilson's Downfall. You can look it up. It's a few different stories, but I won't go on about them now. But we're just out the Wilson's Downfall Cemetery. Now, it's you can't get buried here anymore. It's a private cemetery, as I understand, and it's a historical significance. This area here. So here we go. So where are we? Yeah. So we'll just go around and have a look here. Wilson's Downfall Cemetery. So then it just goes into the area, in and around this area here. Actually, I'm going to enlarge that so you can see it. So there's your Indigenous heritage. And then we'll go over here. We acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land and pay respect to the elders past, present and emerging. And then it goes on the historical background of Wilson's Downfall, non-Indigenous. Yep, enlarge that. So it should be slow enough for you, hopefully. Proclaimed. Story behind the name of Wilson's Downfall. And then the cemetery itself, 77 people including 25 infants and children were laid to rest in the cemetery between 1870 and 1934. 8 headstones exist. Most people were buried in unmarked graves. Just goes on, so I'll just go down through that slowly. And then the flora of the area, so Stanthorpe rare wildflower, Wonga Wonga vine, and then the technical name for it, and its seeds, and an apple berry, muttonwood. I just love this sort of stuff. And then it just shows you what they done here in Wilson's Downfall. And it gives you, there's a photo there, obviously mining. Wilson's Downfall Catholic Church. Bucket dredge. Herding yard. We come down through Herding yard just heading back towards Stanthorpe. So these are all areas, they're all just areas now, localities, and there's a few houses in the areas. Escort hired to guard tin shipment. And you've got Norman Les Beddoes dredging as late as 1970 here. And here's Bonabanu Hotel. Now, that, if you look at that, you would swear to me that that is, you would pronounce that, I would pronounce that Bunu Bunu Hotel, but it's Bonabanu. And that is coming from an Indigenous elder I've been talking to from the area. his grandmother lived in this area, and he still lives there. Big Wal's his short name. Just look at this, would you? J.M. Deacon, something keeper and jeweller. Original post office at Wilson's downfall. See, all this sort of stuff I just love. So we can go down through that there. Joss, I think it is, or Loss House at Chinatown, Liston. So there's a Chinese element here. Fatal occurrence at Wilson's downfall. I'm going to read that. I've got to go and get my glasses on. The Owen Dillon family, 1895 at Wilson's downfall, New South Wales. There's the Wilson's downfall footbridge. So then we go over this one here, and this is the stories of the peoples. So unmarked grave. Something Aldrich Hendrick Stalling. Persons. Maria Rebora, died 1908. Unmarked headstone. And then we go over here. Sophia Jane Cook, Charlie Cook's son, Thomas Cook. Oh, she lost a son. She died in 1907, he died in 1896, lovely. Terrible. Patrick Gallagher, 1916. Alfred Crisp. There's Crisp still here. There's Crisp bus line here in Stanthorpe. So these are early. Nearly every older town you go to, there'll be a Lamont. William Palmer, Roy Hoskins' grandson, Anastasia Palmer. Coach and Horses Hotel established in 1874 in Wilson's downfall. And then I'm just going to go over here and I'll quickly go through the names. 66 years old, 90, 60, 58, 71, 13 days, blah blah, infant, minor, tin miner. How was it? And this is Stanthorpe Historical List omitted information. Also states 74 persons but does not include some of the Tenterfield rural burials. Sources in the Tenterfield Cemetery Rural Burials Register and Stanthorpe Historic Cemetery for Wilson's downfall, originally completed by Ken Halliday, which informed information from Joyce Bryant, updated by Kay Hertz. So it just goes through and tells you what they've done. Sad but true. That's my name, Mick. That's my name, Mick out. Have a lovely